so you guys might remember, let's see, a chapter ago I talked about imaginary numbers, which means it's basically the square root of a negative number, which doesn't exist unless we're talking about advanced algebra. Okay, so we're going to take the square root of negative 8 and then add the inverse, the positive or negative of the root 8 when you want to divide it by. Now, okay, so what we were talking about earlier, okay, so we have the quantity, all right, b squared plus the opposite of b squared, all right? Now remember, those cancel out, right? Okay, don't forget, what happens here when we're talking about imaginary numbers. All right, and then what we want to do is we want to simplify it. Remember algebra? Okay. Now our ultimate goal is to get our function rule. But we're talking about sigma, okay? So that's kind of a different way of approaching the problem to get to our function rule. So in order to do that, we want to invert everything. Okay, that's what I was talking about earlier. So let's invert it, and we want to get the opposite of it. Okay, b squared plus...
What's so funny about sigma?
I can't believe you guys get it.
Wait.
Make sense at all?
Mr. S. Mr. S.
Yeah.
So it's alpha times sigma, then you divide that all by 5 squared, right?
But then they cancel out each other.
All right, let's not think about alpha yet, because if we like miss, that's kind of like skipping the next 3 steps in our proof.
I see.
Okay, so forget about alpha for now. Okay. But you're right. Okay, what was the second part of it?
You divide it by 5 squared.
By 5 squared, right. Now the question is, how do we get to that quantity in order to be able to divide it by the 5 squared? So
I see.
This is where. Okay, so we want to get. We're taking the negative inverse of everything. Negative inverse quantity, negative root 8.
Brandon has no
plus,
clue what's going on.
Plus or minus of root 8